Al Horford with his second career triple-double. Kyrie Irving, 26 points. The Celtics hold on for dear life and beat the Miami Heat 110-105. My name is Mike Petraglia, joined by Josue Pavon. Look, Josue, this should have been a lot easier than it turned out to be, but the Celtics do what they needed to do to hit clutch shots down the end and hold on.
And that's the most important part, Trags. You know, we always talk about those games where they tend to fall behind in the second half and they get down on themselves. They tend to rush plays. They tend to try to go for the home runs, like I always call it, instead of just going for the doubles and singles. They went for the doubles and singles this time around, Trags. That's exactly what they needed to do against a team like the Miami Heat. This team, of course, fighting for playoff position. They know they're going to have a rematch at their home court. Celtics did a good job taking care of home court here, but they also did a good job of sustaining those punches and coming back strong towards the end.
Big moments in this game. The Miami Heat get to within 95-92, and it was Jason Tatum with a huge three. And what's encouraging about this is Jason Tatum has had great first halves in the last couple of games, but nothing in the second half. Tonight, he came up big.
Yeah, he did. He did, Trags. You know, a bit of a slow start in that first half. He came out with 8 points in the second, which in the grand scheme of things on paper doesn't look like it was a lot of points, but it was huge for the momentum swing that the Celtics needed. It was the win in the fourth quarter. And then of all people, someone who's been in a huge shooting slump essentially the last couple of weeks, pretty much we would say since the All-Star break, Terry Rozier hit a really big three-pointer. Pretty much the big shot, the only really huge shot he made throughout the game, but it was a big one, and that's something that could carry over the next Miami game, and that's something you need to see from someone like Terry Rozier, that punch that you need to get from the second unit.
I asked Brad Stevens before the game about the element of hitting the clutch shot, and Dwayne Wade, who played his final game here in the regular season at TD Garden, and Kyrie Irving have made a career of it. But what the Celtics need is for guys like Marcus Morris, who hit a big shot with the shot clock expiring, to really come through. This Garden Report brought to you by our good friends at 1-in-100. Go to clnsmedia.com/Celtics raffle and enter for your chance to win Celtics tickets for the cost of a pizza or a large beer. Look, the Celtics are going to see this Miami Heat team again on Wednesday night in Miami, and then, of course, they have the rematch with the Pacers on Friday night. Celtics hold serve with the Pacers, who beat up the Detroit Pistons on Monday night, so they are both tied for fourth place in the Eastern Conference. What do the Celtics need to do on this two-game road swing?
I think just tying things up defensively. You know, from grand scheme of things, I think that's sort of been the struggle, especially that third quarter. They really let Miami back into this one. It was a blowout. They got to a tremendous first quarter, which hasn't been the problem with the Celtics. They've been really good in the first quarter. It's that third quarter after the break. You saw Miami start to roll there. You kind of got the sense that they were going to keep going there. The Celtics pushed back. They were able to get that deficit down, or I should say extend the deficit, Miami's deficit, in the fourth quarter. And that's exactly what they need to do again in Miami, because it's going to get a lot tougher than what we saw here at TD Garden.
Second career triple-double for Al Horford. What impressed you the most about the big man?
Oh, man, he was playing a little point forward, and I can't get enough of that track. That part impressed me the most. A lot of course, the rebounding aspects. He grabbed a really crucial rebound down the stretch. You need those kind of plays, obviously, down the stretch from your big man, and essentially what he was doing on both ends of the floor on defense, and of course scoring, that scoring punch. You see Kyrie Irving just go to him so many times and how confident he is, and you're starting to see that more and more. You know, he just relies on him, or not necessarily relies on him, but can trust him to hit that open shot. He's constantly an open threat, and that just opens up everything for the other guys down low and of course from the perimeter.
Kelly Olynyk, the former Celtic, played a key role in this game for the Celtics, as he was called for a blocking foul on a Kyrie Irving three-point play late in the game, final minute of action, and then he had a key turnover that essentially sealed the game for the Celtics. Celtics come up big when they needed it, and they beat the Miami Heat 110-105 here at TD Garden. Inside TD Garden, he's Josue Pavon. I'm Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.